What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back with another offseason rebuild, and today we got to do the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after they were just eliminated kind of an embarrassing fashion by the Dallas Cowboys last night. Let's go. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one. Of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. And I have a football podcast with a couple of my friends. Links in the description. We have an episode dropping tomorrow if you're interested. The Buccaneers, obviously 8-9 in the season. They were pretty much shaky all season, as we know. The team just wasn't very good. For some reason, one reason or another, the team wasn't as expected. There's a lot of talent on the roster. It just wasn't good. I don't know what was going on. Obviously, with their division being so bad, they made it. So I thought for sure that they would turn up in the playoffs. I thought Tom Brady would do his thing in the playoffs, but no, not at all. So obviously, this is going to be a crazy offseason for the Bucs. Apparently, they already are expected to fire Byron Leftwich. Maybe they fire Todd Bowles as well. I don't know. Something needs to change because you can't go 8-9. And I will say this, one way or another, I don't think Tom Brady is the quarterback next season. I don't know if he's going to retire, if he goes to a different team. My bet is he's going to a different team, but I don't expect Tom Brady back. And this team, if you look at it honestly, is built to win now. They have a lot of talent on this roster, a lot of good weapons, and they're a roster that wants to go out there and compete year after year. So we need to find the brand new quarterback that's going to do that. I don't think the Bucs are going to be, if Tom Brady does leave them, which, like I said, I think that he's going to. I think we need to find a different quarterback. So I don't know who that will be, which, by the way, I haven't said it already, but basically this offseason rebuild series, if you don't know just yet, it's basically me trying to predict what I think the team's going to do this offseason. So here I am trying to predict what's going to happen with the Bucs, which is going to be a crazy offseason for them. But let's go ahead and start off with resigning Lavonte David. Let's try to keep as much talent here as we can because, like I said, this team is going to want to compete. Lavonte David says he wants to test the waters. Jamel Dean, definitely want him back as well. If we can bring him back to Tampa, that would be amazing. But of course, we have to keep our money open as well because we're going to try to get a quarterback. So you have Julio as a free agent. I don't think we're bringing him back. Keem Hicks, we're not bringing back. Mike Edwards, we're not bringing back. Sean Murphy-Bunting, I'm probably not bringing back. Keanu O'Neal, I'm probably not bringing back. So yeah, I'm probably leaving all these guys here in free agency, which kind of sucks, but I want to leave as much money as I can. I try to get Lavonte David, and I'll probably still try to get Lavonte David back. But we're gonna head into next week just getting Lavonte David and Jamel Dean, hopefully get both of them. But the first step is finding our new quarterback. Who is going to be the quarterback for the Buccaneers next season? I mean, it's kind of impossible to predict. I really do think that's kind of a tough task. You could draft one, of course, but maybe, just maybe, you could go out and trade for one as well. Offensive line, the weapons on offense are pretty exceptional, which, by the way, prayers to Russell Gage. That was not a great way for that game to end. Lavonte David, we're going to try to bring back. We need a strong safety. Logan Hall could step up. Then you got like Pride, Jamel Dean, Carlton Davis. So maybe we should have signed Murphy Bunting as well. Need Lavonte David, need a strong safety, and we also need a quarterback. So we're not going to be able to solve everything through free agency. My first step, though, like I said, is trading for a quarterback. So who will that be? Well, let's go look around the league and see who's available. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props app that allows you to choose overs or unders on your favorite players that you enjoy watching each and every day. It is available on mobile or desktop, and this is how it looks. They give you the number, and you're going to choose over or under on it. They pretty much have every sport you can imagine, whether it's soccer, NFL, NHL. They have a ton of different options. So this is how it works. You choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 being 3 times your money, all the way up to 6 players, 25 times your money. Prize Picks has just elevated my watching experience to a whole new level. So if you want to sign up, I also have some of my entries as examples here. That way you can kind of see how it works. But if you want to sign up, links in the description. Use code Crushables. They match your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. So unfortunately, I am cutting Donovan Smith and freeing up $15 million because I'm going to need that money badly. So we free up that much money there. And then the next step is going to be Ryan Suckup. I could cut for a little bit. Ryan Jensen, I'm not cutting. Vita Vea, of course, I'm not cutting. Shaq Mason, I could cut him as well and free up about $7 million. Obviously, you have the luxury of being able to restructure as well. But I think Donovan Smith cut is going to give me enough on what I want to accomplish. So here is the deal. And obviously, this is the obvious choice. You guys probably know where I'm going with this. This is the quarterback I'm going for if I'm Tampa, because this man has been with the same team his whole career. He has not had a good defense pretty much his whole career, which the Buccaneers do have that, but I mean, I'm going to be honest. Last night, they couldn't stop anything. But on paper, they have a good defense. So as long as they can get some guys who start playing better, they'll be fine. Why not go for Derek Carr? That is my best prediction, I think, that the Buccaneers could go for. Again, you could draft for one, but if you want a veteran quarterback, I think Derek Carr would welcome the ability to go play on the Bucs with open arms. They have a really good roster, a lot of good weapons to throw to with Mike Evans and Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. That's a lot. That's a lot to work with. So I think Derek Carr would be happy with that role. So I'm going to try to get Derek Carr on the Buccaneers. It may not cost that much either because the Raiders are, obviously trying to get rid of him before they have to guarantee his contract. So if you could trade like a third and a fifth for Derek Carr, I think you walk away very happy with that. You get your quarterback, and you hope Derek Carr can be that guy for you, to replace Tom Brady. So that's what I'm going for. A third and a fifth. Doesn't get it done quite yet. I'm going to offer a seventh as well in next year's draft. So third, 3, 5, and 7 for Carr. I don't think that's too much to give up. Ooh, we're not there yet. So we got to go 6. Maybe 6th round, maybe a 5th round next year. So 2 fifths, 1/3 for Carr. That gets it done. And just like that, Derek Carr is on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That is your new quarterback here in Tampa. So that is my prediction on what I think could be a realistic option for the Bucs. Kind of like the idea of it. And now we need to get Roquan Smith is here, but he's not supposed to be here. I want Levante David back, and I need a strong safety. That's the biggest things we need to focus on. Maybe we have to draft one. I'm going to offer Levante David a contract, try to get him back. And then strong safety, maybe we have to address that in the draft. You do have like CJ Gardner-Johnson here, though, which would be nice. You can get Mike Edwards. I mean, I'll try for CJ Gardner-Johnson. I don't know if I'll have enough money. Yeah, I don't have enough money. So definitely got to just maybe go somewhat cheaper here. Taylor Rapp has no options. Terrell Edmonds. You maybe just bring back Mike Edwards, who was on your team, and that would be my 2 guys to go for after getting Derek Carr, and then you're going to have to hit on your picks in the draft. So that is my best guess. David and Mike Edwards, and get both of them back. That would be amazing. And they both resign. So now you have Derek Carr, quarterback. Definitely need to address the left side of the offensive line. Maybe get at least one player there. But yeah, that's your new quarterback. So Carr on the Bucs. What do you guys think about that one? That's my best prediction. Need a tackle in the draft. You got your weapons at Rachaad White, Leonard Fournette, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage, Mike Evans, Cade Otton, Cameron Brate, solid tight ends. Nothing to write home about, but they'll all be all right. Defensively, we did get Devin White, or we had Levante David come back, and then we have Mike Edwards at strong safety. Need to probably get a corner and maybe another edge in the draft as well, or just an end, whatever. So that's probably what we'll do. We're going to get straight to draft night. That is my best prediction on how I think the Bucs offseason could go. I don't think Tom Brady will be back. 100% don't think he'll be back. And I think they'll either be looking at drafting a quarterback and hoping they can have someone pan out, or with the roster that they have right now, maybe they'd be in the running to go get Derek Carr. And I think Derek Carr would welcome the ability to go to Tampa. I really do. So we get the pick at round 1, pick 19. Like I said, you could go here into the draft and draft your quarterback if that's what you want to do. I'm not knocking the idea of that. Maybe Will Levis falls to you and you like him at number 19. You could take him there if you wanted to. But here we are. And you have like Anthony Richardson, who you could take as well. But here we are in the draft. So I see a couple of good options. We signed Mike Edwards back, but we're not sold on him. So Antonio Johnson, we could draft him as our brand new safety. But we definitely need another corner, and we definitely need a left side of the offensive line. So I think we should probably draft the offensive line in round 1. That's just so important to have. So I'm going to go Anton Harrison, got Jalen Duncan. I mean, there's actually going to be some good offensive linemen down the board. So maybe this round we go corner, or we go ahead. We could draft Cam Smith. We could draft Joey Porter. Or we could get a new strong safety, like I said, or we can get another end as well. That's also on the board. A lot of good options. So a lot of good options here. You have Battle down the board as well. Maybe we could even trade down. To be honest with you, I actually kind of like the idea of that. So I'm going to see if there's a team that's willing to give me a first and maybe another second or something, or a third. I'll take another third in this draft. So let's see what we got. We got 2023. Does anyone offer me like a late first? So the Raiders know that's next year's draft. No one is offering me a late first. That sucks. Nobody. Damn. Okay, so 19 not going to be that valuable. Unless, so we can get a second. Yeah, none of these are really hitting it for me. We can get the Browns 2 pick 45. That doesn't really do anything for me. So not trading down, although I would have liked to. We are definitely coming down the clock. Let me pause it real quick. And I know what I'm doing. I think I'm going to take Antonio Johnson. I don't think I should be sold on what we have. Go best player available on the board. I'm going to go Antonio Johnson here. Bring him in as our new strong safety, and Mike Edwards will be there as well. Definitely sucks because we don't have a 3rd round pick. But round 2 pick number 19, I'm probably going offensive line. And I would have, or we could trade this pick as well to see if we can get something, but we weren't able to get anything earlier. Joey Porter Jr. still on the board. Definitely need another corner. So I'm going to go ahead and draft Joey Porter Jr. as well. Get a corner on the board. And then around 6, oh my goodness, I don't have a pick. Oh my, I might have sold this actually. I'm getting a offensive lineman around 6. Oh gosh, I don't like that at all. But yeah, I kind of sold. I don't think I should have taken Antonio Johnson. That was an L on my part. But I wanted to go best player available. I also wanted to trade down. That would have been really nice. Got wide receivers, a lot of them. I got Hodgins, or Hodge, I don't know, Hodges Tomlinson, however you say his name. I guess I'm going Carter Warren here out of Pittsburgh and hoping he can make an impact immediately. I don't know. So we get an offensive lineman very late in the draft, and we have another round 6 pick. So we're going to be banking on some very late selections, which sometimes they can hit. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes these guys can be good. So Jalen Jones, you could have gotten corner at this point in the draft. You got tight end, you got Xavier Thomas. I'm going to take Xavier Thomas out of Clemson, and that will be my draft, ladies and gentlemen. So not the greatest. I don't think I should have drafted a strong safety like I did, but hey, maybe he'll make an impact right away, and it'll be all right. So that is my offseason prediction for the Buccaneers. Maybe going for Derek Carr. Tom Brady won't be back, and then obviously draft better than I did. I'm not really proud of how I drafted, but it is what it is. Not a big deal. So here's your brand new offense. Carter Warren will be starting at left tackle immediately. 66 overall, not great. So the left side of the offensive line isn't great. And I'm pretty sure this guy's somewhat young as well. Yeah, 24 years old. So I guess you're relying on some young developing offensive linemen. You have Godwin, Russell Gage, Mike Evans, Derek Carr. You got Larry backing up Carr. You got Rashad White and Leonard Fournette. Rashad White might be the starter next year, to be honest with you. So defensively, taking a real quick look, you got Devin White, Levante David. Got Antonio Johnson. I'm actually going to start him immediately over Mike Edwards. We have depth at strong safety. Here's Shaquille Barrett, Tryon Shoyinka, and our D line definitely could use some work. You got Joey Porter Jr. in the draft. You have Pride here as well. So obviously with Derek Carr here, we're expecting to be in the playoffs. We went out there and got a quarterback for a reason. So hopefully this team can still make it to the playoffs, even though we got there in a the Bucs got there in a very poverty way this season because of how bad the division was. Don't think we'll be able to get away with that this season. So hopefully this team can, pan out and make it to the postseason after we just went out and got Derek Carr. So at the end of the season, the NFC South went from being one of the worst divisions to probably one of the best. Every team almost finished over 500. The Panthers, the only exception at 8-9. And we went 10-7 and we made the playoffs. So it looks like we were the 7th seed potentially. So if we take a look at the playoff bracket real quick, we were in fact the 7th seed. We're going up against the Philadelphia Eagles in round 1. The Falcons got the 1st seed. Kind of impressive there. Lost to the Colts in week 18. Looks like we got a weekly award though, so that's kind of nice. We had Levante David. We brought him back, and he ended up being 12 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception. Jalen Smith, Josh Allen on the other side. But take a look at the stats real quick. If you take a look, after we got Derek Carr, how did it go? Offense was 15th in the NFL. 5,000 yards for Carr. That's what you would want if you traded for him. And then 2nd in the NFL on defense, which is exactly where we want to be. This team is too talented on defense to be as bad as they were. So 39-7 from Derek Carr. Actually pretty solid. I think you take that if you get, gave up draft capital for Carr. That'd be pretty nice. He's going somewhere, obviously, this offseason. So Bucks is kind of a dark horse, in my opinion. 5 touchdowns, 933 yards. Would have loved Rashad White to get a little bit more work, but whatever. Chris Godwin, Russell Gage, Mike Evans. Another 1,000-yard season for Mike Evans. The man just continues to put up numbers. I would have loved to, maybe get a little bit more touches as far as touchdowns are concerned. Godwin, great season. And then sacks-wise, you had 10.5 from Shaquille Barrett, 8 from Tryon Shoyinka, 6 from Vita Vea, and then interceptions. You got 8 from Levante David. So that's pretty impressive. 3 from Devin White. Well, we do get a playoff game going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. And, hey, one time the Bucks played the Eagles when they were the 7th seed. So maybe we can come out here and upset the Eagles. I don't know. We'll see. Let's jump in. Let's rock the all grays. Why not? Let's come out here and maybe make something happen. They drafted Bijan Robinson, though, which would be such an insane pick for the Eagles, especially if he turns out like he's supposed to. It's a rainy day. So we'll see what happens. It's in Philadelphia. City of brotherly love. We start off with the football, and we come down and score immediately. That's a great start. 7-0. Defense gets a stop, but we get 2 stops. Our defense 2nd in the NFL. So if one thing can happen in this video is our defense can maybe carry us to a championship. Mike Edwards gets an interception, but our offense is not putting up numbers in this game. Unfortunately, Derek Carr and this offense is not putting up numbers. There we go. 14-21. Defense gets good field position for us. We do nothing with it. Okay. we can come out here and tie the game with Mr. Derek Carr. Rainy day, so we got to be careful. We're at our own 20-yard line. We got Mike Evans, got Chris Godwin. What more could you possibly want? This is some of the best weaponry Derek Carr has ever had. Although I will say, oh man, I got hit. Oh my goodness, that could have been intercepted. 21-35. Had to take a shot to Mike Evans, but now we just need to move the football. We need a touchdown. Ooh, Russell Gage is in press. I might look for Russell Gage. If not, I'm gonna go Johnson. I got Kate Otten though for a really nice gain down the seam, so we'll take that. Minute 40 left in the clock. Carr, very efficient game for the most part. I'm gonna look for Kate Otten again on this nice route, and let's see if he gets there. He might actually be open. He is open. The safety went away from him. Kate Otten down the field, looking like Darren Waller out here, who used to play with Derek Carr. I might go right back to him. They're leaving him open in the midfield. Why not? If they're going to keep not covering him, actually this time, Chris Godwin, there we go. We're at the 1-yard line, and plenty of time on the clock, so we don't need to rush this. We can actually just kind of make sure we just get a good look. We got all 3 timeouts, so let's just make sure we don't give the Eagles a ton of time to respond. We're gonna trust our defense as well. So that's gonna be 30 seconds left in the clock, and well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully my defense doesn't allow them to score, and we're going overtime. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play overtime. So we were able to move the ball pretty quickly there over this Eagles defense. They're gonna be playing press coverage early and often, so I was able to get Kate Otten the ball like crazy, and they're going to go one-on-one with Mike Evans. I have to give him a chance, right? This is going to be well covered, and ooh, that could have been intercepted. I had to take a chance, but not a great ball. Not a great ball. Man coverage. Got Mike Evans. I mean, you got to give him a chance, right? So I'm not too upset with that throw. Let's see if I can get Mike Evans downfield this time. I actually am going to force it to him. This might have been a bad ball, and I should have been intercepted. All right. I gotta stop forcing it. I gotta stop forcing this ball downfield to Mike Evans. Although it's great to throw it to him, I gotta get a first down. So Kate Otten has been amazing. I'm gonna look for Godwin on this out route though, and it is gonna be there for a first down. I'm barely able to get rid of it. And is that gonna be out of bounds? No, they called in. Let's go. That could have been close. I hope they don't review that. Are they gonna review? Oh my goodness, no. They're gonna review it. Oh, they're gonna overturn this. They overturned it, bro. Ah, that's tough. Do I go for it, or am I set? No, I gotta trust my defense. Trust the defense, right? Trust the defense is gonna get a stop, and we come back out here. We have a good defense for a reason, but yeah, this isn't good. So we're gonna see if I can get the ball out. Oh no, it's not gonna happen. Okay, 26-yard line. I'm gonna trust the defense. They've been good. See what happens. Let's go. Defense got to stop immediately. That's it. That's why I punted. I'm glad I punted. All right. Now it is sudden death. Each team has possessed the football. Let's get serious now. Let's get serious. Let's move this ball downfield. Let's be good about it. So, gonna look for Godwin early, and that's gonna be a nice little pickup. Nothing crazy. 25 of 42. I honestly want to go back to throwing it to Kate Otten in the middle. That was really open earlier. So, I don't know if they're gonna be, leaving it open again, but I would love if it was. I'm going to look for Godwin here. So that's going to be a nice game. This time we're definitely inbounds. All right, let's go to tight end attack. I actually think Kate Otten has had such a good game. The Eagles can't cover tight ends, it looks like. So let's exploit that. Let's get serious about that. So pass. Let's go to standard pass, tight end attack, and let's see if we can get Kate Otten on a nice gain here. Usually this gets open like crazy. So let's see what we got here. I have no time to throw it. Literally no time. That's what I get for drafting a 6th-round left tackle and expecting him to cover whoever that is. I don't even know who just sacked me, to be honest with you. It's not even open. I'm going to go to Y. And we're going to get at least like 10 yards back. So needed that. 3rd and 9. And now we're going to need a first down. So I'm going to go 4 verticals. 3rd and 9. I don't want to have to trust my defense again. They were able to get a stop. Looking for Mike Evans up the seam here. Hopefully he is there. Mike Evans is there. Wide open. And he catches it. And now we are in field goal range. So we needed that. Very good throw. And now I'm just going to run it with Leonard Fournette. Very rainy game. And, wow, nothing there. 2nd and 11. Only 30 yards in the ground today with Leonard Fournette. That has not worked at all. So, I don't even know why I just clicked. I guess I'm going back to tight end attack. I actually just want to run the football if I can. But, whatever. I guess I'll see if I can get Lenny underneath maybe for a nice gain. He's there. So, might be able to get a first down. I think I might just kick my field goal. Honestly. Let's just kick a field goal. Let's just end this. Let's end this. So, Unless they ice me, then I'll probably go away from a field goal. If they ice me, then I am going away from this. Special teams, and let's kick a field goal with Ryan Suckup. So this isn't guaranteed though, and they're gonna ice me. I'm not doing it. I'm not going for it. I'm not getting iced. Let me get a first down. 3rd and 1. I'm changing it. I'm not getting iced. That's all I gotta say. All right, run it in, get a first down. Leonard Fournette. Offensive line holds up. Boom, we're good. Call that last timeout. Why don't you, Philly? Call that last timeout. Actually, let me do this. Do I get iced no matter what? It's not gonna register that recent play. All right, let's go back to it. Let's see if they call another timeout. Oh, I'm still iced no matter what I do. They're gonna call. Does that cancel the ice what they just did? They want me to keep running the football, but I just want to end this. I actually trust myself to make it regardless. I don't care that they iced me. I see where it's at, and we're in there. So if I can just, I think that's in. I think that's in. We're good. We're good. What does it matter? We're moving on to the next round. That took me too long, but as long as we're moving on, that's all that matters. We upset the Eagles. 7-seed upset. Let's go. But now we head to Atlanta to play the 1st-seeded Falcons. So, I mean, it's going to be tough, obviously. Our defense, 2nd in the NFL for a reason. But our offense turned it over in the worst field position. They're up 10-0 early on. We score a field goal there. Okay, we're not out of it just yet. We tie it up 10-10. We're in it. Another interception from Antonio Johnson, who we drafted in round 1 for a reason. 17-10 lead right now. Can we go up 24-10 here? That would be amazing if we could do it. They tie it up 17-17. We're in this game. 24-17. Defense gets another stop. All right, we need the defense to step up. Don't give them the ball back. We're moving on. We're going to the NFC Championship with Derek Carr under center. Let's go, baby. Going from the 7th seed all the way to the conference championship. Let's go. And now we head to Lambeau Field to play Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, which we don't even know if he'll retire or not either. So once we get to that offseason rebuild, that should be a fun one. But let's see what happens, man. Derek Carr, for the first time, has made it all the way to the championship round. We get an interception early on. 7-0 lead to start at Lambeau. Packers who respond, though, get a touchdown, and we are going to respond as well with another touchdown. 14-7. Been a magical run so far. 14-14. And the Packers are up 21-14. We need a score here. We do not do that, and this might be the end of our run, boys. Unless Derek Carr come out here and score, still have a chance here. We're not getting anything going. You know what? I'm proud that we made it all the way to the NFC Championship. We do lose Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. So Aaron Rodgers and the Packers don't choke for once in the NFC Championship. But the Bengals are moving on to the Super Bowl in a 17-14 victory. But you know what? Not a bad video. I'll take that each and every day. Made it all the way to the NFC Championship. 14-42. That is my prediction on what I think the Bucs could potentially do this offseason. I think this team is going to be reloading at quarterback. I'm assuming they're going to trade for a veteran. That is my bet, but we'll see. I think Derek Carr could be a really good get if they want to go get him. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.